We got 10 minutes.
Yep.
For the official start time. So, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna get started in a little bit. We're just gonna let people join us. Join us, everyone.
Hey, children's play. Children's play.
Are you kidding? Some of the creepiest stuff I've ever seen in my life were children's plays.
It should be here. All right, so this is high quality content right now. We're trying to find the live stream inside of the live stream.
Live stream play with the live stream play.
It's a live streamception. Okay. Where the fuck is? Oh God, I'm sorry. I said the bad word. Where the bloody blood is it? That's a good question.
Oh my God! Everyone on Marilyn and Kendra have been spamming the goons our Facebook chat with Animal Crossing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alex, where do we find it in the event?
Do you guys not see it?
No. We do not.
It's go to the event page.
We're in the event page.
Go to the event page. We're in the event page.
Yeah, see, this is now. Oh, please.
Are you live streaming it from your account?
Yes, so it goes my profile and then it's.
Oh, I clicked this is live and I can see us. All right, so all right, so I'll just make a. Oh.
So it goes my profile and then it's.
Oh, I clicked this is live and I can see
That's.
Oh, lovely.
That's weird.
Yeah. Can we just post in the discussion for the event? You have to click where it says live now.
I think it just started me at the beginning.
Yeah. Can we just post in the discussion for the event? You have to click where it says live now.
There's some postception going on right now.
Yeah, there might just be a little bit of light.
Ooh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, for those of you just tuning in, we're gonna get started at 7. We're just waiting a few more minutes for people to join us. 8 minutes, exactly.
How did you see that?
You go to the discussion, and then you click.
Oh, it's just right there. Okay.
Cool names.
So it should be.
Okay.
No.
Hello, everyone.
All right.
All right, let's still wait. Ew. And then maybe actually instead of starting right at 7, let's start at 7:05.
Yeah.
And then you click. Yes. Start at 7:05. Happy quarantine, everyone. How is your Corona 2020 going? How many glasses of wine, TikToks, naps? You having a great time? Do you still have a job? Congratulations.
We're doing this.
If you don't, congratulations.
All right. I'm inviting as many people as I can.
I want to open it up because I can see.
So this is where modern entertainment is right now. This is a live stream of a bunch of millennials inviting their friends to a Facebook event.
So the only people who are on the chat, on the live right now are people in this room.
Yeah. We are still, but it's not starting for another. Yeah, what was I saying?
It's so easy. I'm watching myself in the past right now.
In the past. All right, and we're still waiting. If you're tuning in, I don't know if anybody is even tuning in right now.
Oh.
It's so easy. I'm watching myself in the past right now.
That's creepy. Okay. Oh. Hello, Aaron.
Jessica should be joining soon too.
Yes. So my family, I think, is now officially joined.
All right, fantastic.
Hello.
Remember to hide the brand. Nothing tastes better than not getting sued.
product displacement, everybody.
Follow me on Instagram.
Hey, Rozo.
Heyo. Instagram placements.
Alright, then we're sending out messages to all our other friends to come and join us. We're going to be starting in about 10 minutes. Thank you for tuning in.
Hey.
Live it on Instagram.
Okay, so I'm going to place the.
Oh, this feels like a mistake.
What feels like a mistake?
I'm living right now.
Okay, this just in. We are live streaming the live stream.
We are live streaming the live stream. Should we all live stream the live stream to our individual Instagram accounts?
Well, I mean,
my
you
phone
could
for
go
free.
live on your own profile, and that will go to your wall, and you can tell people to go to the event page, and then it'll be an ad. It advertises. Yes.
An advertisement?
Yes.
An advertisement?
Oh, wow, we got one.
Oh, we got a
Yeah.
follower on
Alright, so
Instagram.
we've got a couple of people following. We've got people following on Instagram. We've got people following on Facebook.
Yeah.
We're starting in
Thank you to all our loyal
9
followers.
minutes. Thank you to all our loyal
It's a little
followers,
weird,
all
so-
3 of you.
I'm gonna go. What? Fucking Dion. He's this dude. He lives at Gabby's building. He's been trying to fuck me all week.
This is a children's
Damn
stream.
boys! I mean, like, technically, if it is a children's stream, then we have to deal with all, like, the red tape around
Yeah, I hope I
children's
stopped my live
videos.
before I said that. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, apparently you can't make children's content on YouTube anymore, though. Fun facts.
Oh, we're still live on Facebook.
Wait,
We
what?
are still live on Facebook. Well, you can, but then they demonetize you and you can't advertise your YouTubes.
Yep.
Why?
Because
Isn't children's content like the biggest moneymaker on YouTuber?
yeah, but
On
YouTube is
YouTuber.
not allowed to collect data on children under the age of 13. So instead of, doing something like not collecting the data or like saying, hey, we technically don't allow children on YouTube, they're like, no, we're just gonna put it on the YouTubers. Which is fine.
Because
It's
they always do
fine.
that.
I hope Facebook doesn't turn off our live stream because I'm talking about the politics of YouTube.
I don't think Facebook. You're dissing YouTube right now, so I don't think Facebook is going to care.
They're the same company.
No, they're not. No, they're not. YouTube is owned by Google.
I thought they were the same.
No, Instagram and Facebook are the same company.
Maybe that's
No, YouTube is Google. Facebook is definitely not Google.
So you see me talking to Joseph.
So we got some chats.
See
got-
who's on what?
Alex is talking to Joseph.
Forgot
in the chat.
Kate says, forgot about the damn
Wait,
time
I get in the
difference.
chat. Where's the chat?
No.
Oh, there we go.
Okay,
Yay!
Well, tell her to tune in and watch it.
Yeah. It's all good. Tune in.
Jessica says YouTube is owned by Google. Yes.
So
Welcome to day number 7
I am
or
sharing-
whatever day it is of quarantine. This is where we are at. Trying to figure out which of the major social media monopolies own each of the things that we use on a daily basis because we can't leave the house. How is your quarantine going?
So yeah, apparently our live stream is a little hard to get to. So if you like have other people who want to tune in and they can't find it, just tell them to go to the event page and then if you scroll down, right?
I'm
that's how
also
you get to-
posting it.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
I'm just posting it to
Can we-
everybody.
Yeah.
Wait, where'd it go? Ah! It ceased. Share. There we go. Share. There's
All right.
post. There we go. Right post. There we go.
All right, I'm going to.
As you scroll down in the discussion.
I know we're being very interesting right now. I apologize to all those who have showed up very promptly. Thank you.
No, don't
We're still
apologize.
getting everything set up. Don't apologize to the audience. They don't deserve our love.
They showed up. Of course they deserve our love.
Hey, everyone.
Alright, so, events. There we go. Go. More details.
Is there a way? My phone is not working right now, but is there a way to like copy the link from the discussion post and just put it in the about?
It's not letting me tag you, but okay.
I think so.
All right, so let's do that. I'm coming over. I'm gonna get real. We're gonna get real up close and personal.
Whoop.
Okay, we're good. It's so close. It's like I can almost touch you, but I can't.
I posted. Yeah.
Okay, great. What am I doing? What are any of us doing?
Oh, Kate's in the chat.
I want to. Okay, maybe somebody can do this on their phone. Maybe that would be better.
I've been sharing it. Just you're really close to the mic, so be careful. You don't want to.
You don't want to smake.
You don't want to hurt their ears.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so can we? Yeah. Can we do that?
Yes, Jessica, you do deserve love and beer. I'm sorry if I offended you.
We can't give you beer though. You're on your own with that one, Jessica. Yeah, we can just copy.
And frankly, I'm a little disappointed that you're not stopped up. You should know better.
Alright, I think we're good. How many folks do we have tuning in right now?
We have. Oh my god. I need to mute this. I just want to see the comments. We have 13. 13 people online.
You got 13.
13? Alright, so we're going to give it another minute, and then we'll start?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think 13. 13 is good.
Ooh, feedback.
Hide the label. Nobody gets advertisement that they didn't pay for.
If you want to advertise with us, let us know. We're currently accepting sponsors.
We'll talk shit about your competitors.
It's a children's play.
We can't make children's content. We might as well go for the R crowd.
Joseph waved Mama.
Hi, Emma. I love you.
It's a little late for that now. You're telling me we need to go R in a G-rated play. The live stream technically started 3 minutes ago.
I'd say it's PG. I'd say it's PG. There's certain illusions that are made.
Thematic elements.
Thematic elements,
if you will.
Alright.
So let's get.
Yes.
Want to
Okay.
talk about the play for a little bit?
Yeah. Well, let me start by saying hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Welcome to our live stream of Anise's story. We're really happy you could be with us. Hopefully everybody is doing okay and you're staying safe and sane. It's some wacky times we're living in, and so, but we can still make art. We still have art. So this is a play that I've been working on for a while. And actually, first let me introduce the cast. So I'm Natalie. This is Alex. She's going to be reading for Anise, and she also did the art for the cover and took care of all of the technical elements of the show, which I am really bad at. So thank God you're here. And we have Joseph, who's going to be joining us as the male roles, and other,
just all the male roles.
all the male roles, and other roles too, probably. And then we have Katie, who is going to be reading Barb and various other characters. And yeah, there's a lot of characters in this. There's a lot of characters. But yeah, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna enjoy this. A little history of the play. So this was originally going to be an anthology of different plays, and as I was writing it, I realized that these are kind of all one story. And then Anise and Barb poof appeared and kind of connected it all. Parts of this play have already been produced before and have had readings and been on podcasts. Most notably, My Monster and Me was produced back in 2015, I think it was.
Which is a
Right.
short story within the play.
It is a play within the play.
Within
But,
the play.
but it was produced by a theater at first, part of their fairy tale festival, and then Dragon Rider Visits Vermont was done up in Chicago at the Otherworld Theater, which specializes in sci-fi and fantasy. And 2 of the monologues in this play are available for purchase currently on Performer Stuff. Link in the description. We're also going to get the entire play published soon, so if you like what you hear, you want to have the whole thing, you can. And if you're one of those lucky people who still has a job and you feel like maybe donating to some artists, you can do that too.
Your computer needs to get muted, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's Kofi is the link for that is also in the description. This is part of the Stay at Home Festival and the Social Distancing Festival. 2 awesome festivals. How dare you?
Joseph,
Two
you can sit here.
awesome
Oh, I can?
festivals filled with all these other live streams of
You mean
plays.
I don't have to sit on the floor?
No, you're a big boy. You can sit on the couch with the rest of the adults. Yeah, the Stay at Home Festival and the Social Distancing Festival. They've got tons of theater, comedy, music. So check out those links. Also in the About section of the event, so you can check out what else is going on. And we're going to get started with the actual play part of the play, and we'll probably be done around 8 for anyone in the Sterling crowd. If you're watching right now, I know Arthur Greenleaf Holmes is about to do a show starting at 8, so come watch. After you're done watching us, you can go watch his show. You know, just watch live streams of theater people all day. We literally have nothing to do. All the theaters are closed. So just like 24 hours of live streams from different artists. All right. Okay. Shall we get?
So a little bit about the structure. Because of the nature of the stories, there's going to be some backs and forths, and with the short stories, we'll be kind of casting as the stories come up.
Yes. Yeah, so if we take a moment and it's like, okay, pause, and so you do this character,
And we'll name who's in the characters, and then we'll keep going.
Yeah. This is gonna be time. It's gonna be time. It's time to be alive. Okay, so let's get started. Scene 1. Lights up on Barb, falling into the cave.
Nice one, Barb. Very graceful.
Barb stands up and looks around the cave.
Hello? Is anyone in here? I'm lost and I'm trying to find my way back to the trail. I'm sure my mom is worried sick about me. Hello?
Poor little fly, all caught in a web.
Poor little fly.
Barb trips backwards and gets tangled in a web.
Let me go.
Anise enters.
What do you think you're doing in my house?
I'm sorry, it was an accident.
Do you even know who I am?
A very large and very beautiful spider who does not like to eat little girls, hopefully.
I am Anise, the Spider Queen, ruler over insects, collector of stories.
It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty.
And who are you?
I am Barb, the skinny and tasteless.
Oh, I don't know about that, Barb. I think you would make a delicious snack.
No, really, I haven't showered in days. I'm super gross.
Well, in that case, I suppose I would let you go.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Your Highness. You're so kind.
But then again, if I did that, you'd grow up to be an insect killer like every other human.
I wouldn't. I swear, I'll even tell the other humans not to hurt your subjects anymore.
As if I would take the word of a stupid little human girl.
My mom's gonna come looking for me, and you don't want to get on her bad side. She'd fight 1,000 Anises for me.
Then I look forward to eating her as well.
Anise opens her mouth and is about to swallow Barb.
I know a story.
What was that?
You collect stories. I know a good story.
Tell it then.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs and a big bad
I
wolf.
already heard this story.
Not the way I tell it.
Is that so?
Let me out of your web, and I'll prove it.
Go on. Go on.
This is the untold story of the 3 little pigs. It's called Baddies. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs and 1 big bad wolf.
Anise begins to weave a long silver thread of web. She does this throughout the story. Ensemble enters. Barb and Anise remain on stage. Okay, so just like before, I think
This
I'm
is
gonna
Baddies.
yes. So I can read for Baddie. You can read Joseph all the males. And then we are gonna have Little Red, and Susie. Okay. Knock, knock, knock. Little pig, let me come in.
Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin.
Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Knock, knock, knock. Little red, let me come back.
Not by the shine of my new boyfriend's axe.
Wait, you have a boyfriend now?
He's a lumberjack.
Ooh.
Little pig, let me come in.
Yeah, okay.
Really? Susie nods. Susie and Batty look at each other. They fall in love a little bit. They walk off together, holding hands. Scene 2. Susie's house. Susie is busy making dinner. Batty appears in the doorway. Knock, knock, knock.
Batty, baby.
Susie runs over to Batty to give her a hug. Something smells good. What are you cooking? Bacon.
Oh, shut up.
Susie playfully whacks Batty on the head. Batty laughs and snuggles close to Susie.
Aw.
I love how you love it when I call you my little piggy.
Really?
Yeah, I used to try to call Red my little Red, but she always hated that.
Batty.
So she would just get so pissed off at me whenever I said it.
Batty.
And her face would get all scrunched up like this. Like this. Her face would look like a fat, ugly raisin.
Batty.
A big, fat, ugly raisin. What?
You seriously need to stop talking about your ex.
Come on. I don't talk about her that much.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
You do. That is like literally all you ever talk about.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Well, what?
I don't know. I don't have all the answers, woman.
Bob enters and stands outside of Susie's house.
Knock, knock, knock.
Were you expecting anyone else?
I don't know. I have all the answers, woman.
Knock, knock, knock.
Well, who is it?
Oh, shoot, it's my brother. Quick, get in the closet.
But I thought you told him about us!
Knock, knock, knock.
Susie opens the door and lets Bob in. Bob is dressed in a completely over-the-top warrior uniform that's probably just some random things he had in his closet. But he likes to pretend it's legit. He's carrying a potato gun or maybe some nunchucks. He's very intense.
Brother Bob, if you knock any harder, you'll break the door down.
Wouldn't it be that hard, Sister Susie?
What do you mean?
Your house is made of sticks.
What's wrong with sticks, Brother Bob?
Bricks. Bricks are the only way to build a house that is completely wolf-proof.
I know, but bricks are so expensive, and I've been trying to save up for a TV.
Do you know how easy it would be for a wolf to blow down this house? I tried to warn you. You and Brother Steve, but you didn't listen.
Brother Steve, did something happen to Brother Steve? No? His whole house?
Gone like dust in the wind. Only straw.
What about Steven?
I don't know how to tell you this, but he's in a better place now, Sister Susie. Every night when I go to sleep, I can feel him looking down at me from the top bunk. What?
But how do you know it was a wolf that destroyed his house? It could have been a bear, or maybe an angry chipmunk.
Only a wolf could have blown his whole house away.
Okay, but so what if it was a wolf? That doesn't mean all wolves are bad, right?
Don't be so naive, little sister. There's no such thing as a wolf that isn't bad. Anyway, I came here to warn you. The wolf could still be around, waiting. Maybe in this very room.
Batty sneezes.
What was that?
I farted! I mean, Brother Rob, you scared the flatulence right out of me.
Anyway, be careful out there. And for mother's sake, go buy some bricks!
Bob exits. Batty comes out of the closet.
One,
Wink, wink.
it's really weird that the two of you call each other Brother Bob and Sister Susie. Just putting that out there. I mean, really, it needed to be said. 2, you told me you told your brothers about us.
I was going to tell them really I was, but
what?
Scene 3.
knock, knock, knock. Big bad wolf, my big bad wolf. Woof, I'd love to take you out for walks. A walk for 2 would be such a treat. Will you go on a walk with me?
Little pig, my little pig. Please answer me and tell me true. Are you asking me out on a walk because you want to go for a walk? Or are you asking me out on a walk because you're worried that if we go back to your place, one of your brothers might stop over again and this time he might see us?
Big bad wolf, my big bad wolf. We're a chorus now, so please only speak in rhyme. because that will help us to pass the time. Yeah, you know what I mean, right?
No.
Pause.
Are you embarrassed by me?
Do you wish I was Red Riding Hood?
Scene 4. Susie's house. Susie is busy making dinner.
Knock, knock, knock. Susie, it's me. I know you're home right now. Please open up.
Susie opens the door.
Hi.
Hey, I haven't seen you in a while.
Well, you haven't asked me over in a while.
Right, well, you know things with Bob right now.
Yeah, I get it. Do you want to hang out?
I do, but I mean, if he comes over
You
again.
can tell him.
What?
Tell him the truth about us.
Fatty, please try to
Oh,
understand.
come on, Susie. Red Riding Hood.
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
No, say it, Fatty. Go ahead and say it.
Red Riding Hood told your grandmother about us right
I'm
away.
not Red Riding Hood.
Bob enters the kitchen.
Susie.
Oh no!
Wolf!
Bob
Bob,
chases
stop.
Daddy.
I told you a house made of sticks is not wolf-proof!
Brother Bob, you don't understand.
Don't worry, Sister Susie, I'll save you!
Brother Bob, I don't need saving.
Tell him, Susie.
Don't call my sister Susie, you beast! Wait a second. Sister Susie, are you familiar with this wolf?
Well, yes.
What?
I'm sorry, Brother Bob. I've been wanting to tell you, and Brother Steve, Fatty is my girlfriend.
No, Sister Susie. How could you do this to me?
Brother Bob, please just listen to me.
I won't listen to you, she-beast! You are no longer my sister!
Wow, Drama King.
Fatty, you're not helping.
I told you all wolves are bad, Susie, and now you're just as bad as one of them. You're
Will
both
you
baddies!
shut up with the anti-wolf propaganda already?
Everyone just calm down. I'm sure we can work this out.
And to think you would start dating the very same wolf that destroyed your brother's
But
house.
Brother Bob isn't like that. Wait, Fatty, you were the one who glued on Steve's house?
I sort of might have accidentally done that.
Fatty,
on
what were you
purpose.
thinking?
He started it. He kept calling me names.
What could he have possibly said to you that would make you that angry?
You are nothing but a destructive, greedy, gluttonous monster just like the rest of your kind.
Bob, that's it. I'll huff and I'll blow you right out of this house.
Not if I catch you first!
They fight. Susie's house is destroyed. They stand in the rubble of her house.
Oops.
See, I told you this is what happens when you build a house made out of sticks. Don't worry, Susie. Despite your ill judgment, you're still my little sister. Banish this wolf from our presence, and then you can live with me and Brother Steve in my brick house. What do you say?
Bob, I'm going to tell Mom about this.
What? Wait. No, you don't have to tell Mom.
Yes, I do. We have reached that point.
But Susie, Sister Susie, you can't tell Mom because, I'll help you rebuild your old house. I'll even buy bricks for you. Just please don't tell Mom. You can't tell her what happened without telling her about your wolf girlfriend.
Well, it's time I told her about that too. You should go home now.
Bob, defeated, exits.
All right, way to go, Susie.
Fatty offers her hand up for a high five. Susie leaves her hanging.
You know, I don't think things are going to work out between us. I'm sorry.
She leaves. Scene 5.
There's a moral to our story. Our moral is this. Whether it's a house of stones or straw or sticks,
don't judge a pig by her cover.
or a wolf by her fur,
Or a couple by their gender.
Don't be so absurd. Although different in sizes and color we may be,
We're all people. We have the same needs.
If you focus on loss and a past that just won't be, you'll lose sight of your future. That's clear to see.
Judges will judge and haters will hate, but you just be you. Make the choices you want to make.
Dating is hard.
Relationships stink.
They take courage,
Commitment
compassion.
and listening.
Little pig, let me come in?
Well, gee, I would, but I don't have a house anymore, so
Right, sorry about that.
yeah, me too.
We could go for a walk. You love to take me for walks.
Yeah, okay.
They look at each other. They fall in love a little bit. They walk off together holding hands. The end.
I just love how we all kind of jumped in with the stage directions
Yes.
for that.
And
Great.
now, back to
Ensemble exit stage.
Well,
interesting.
great. So it was lovely meeting you. I'll just be going
No,
now.
not so bad.
But I told you a story.
I never agreed to let you go. Besides, I've never cared much for adaptation.
What if I told you an original story?
Can you?
Yes, I think. I'm sure if you gave me some time, I would come up with one.
Anise takes the thread she just finished and shows it to Barb.
Do you see this? Every single thread in this cave contains a story. Every story that's ever been told in the history of our world, I find them, I collect them, I preserve them here in these webs.
Wow.
Anise hangs her thread on the cave wall.
A week from tonight is the full moon, and I need to create a new web before it rises. If you can tell me a new story every night until the full moon, I will send you home to your mother.
Every night?
That's 7 stories, including your little adaptation. But the rest have to be your own.
What happens to the full moon?
If my web is not completed, all of my stories will disappear. And more importantly, I'll eat you up.
But if I help you finish your web, you promise you'll let me go?
I promise. Do you have a deal?
Deal.
Alright, scene 3, the next night.
Well, you've had all day. Do you have my story?
Yeah, here goes nothing, I guess.
Start.
This is the story of Pacific Coast. Once upon a time, there were 2 girls who went to school together.
Anise starts weaving, the ensemble enters. Alright, so this one we've got 2.
Pacific Coast.
Pacifica Coast. So we've got 2 characters here. Do you guys feel like you can keep going?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So how about we've got, which one of you feels really comfortable with doing a British accent? Neither.
You had to do one for class.
I did.
Alright, so how about you can be Olive and Pacifica? Okay.
You are Pacifica, though. That's true. Okay, continue.
On the roof of an apartment building in London, Pacifica, a mermaid, is sitting out on a lounge chair. She is reading Descartes' Discourse on Method. Next to her chair is an umbrella. Olive, another student, enters the roof, carrying a bassoon.
Are you studying up here?
Yes.
Would you mind if I practiced?
Yes.
Oh. Why do you have that umbrella?
In case it rains, it was cloudy earlier.
But aren't you...
Aren't I what?
You know, nothing.
Seems a little weird to you that someone who's part fish wants to stay dry.
No! Well, yes, actually.
But my book isn't part fish, and if it rains and my book gets wet, it'll get wrecked, and I'll be very sad. Does that answer your question?
Yes. Thank you.
Yep. Pacifica continues reading.
I'm Olive.
Pacifica continues reading. Olive takes off her sandals and starts pacing around.
How much longer?
What is the difference between a mermaid and a human being?
I'm sorry?
No, never mind.
All right then.
Did you say something?
I was asking how much longer you think you'll be.
I have to finish this reading and write a response before my next class.
Are you planning on doing all of that up here on the roof?
Why?
No reason. It's just normally where I come to practice.
I'm sure you could practice somewhere else.
I'm sure I could. It's just that this is the spot I normally come to practice.
I was here first.
No, you don't understand. The residents in this building don't appreciate the bassoon. I've already had 5 complaints this week, and if I get one more, the landlord might ask me to leave, and I have my midterm evaluation coming up soon.
You don't own the roof, and I have to finish this reading because if I don't finish before tomorrow, I wouldn't have anything interesting to say in class, and I'm sure this book is going to be on my final.
Well, fine then.
Fine.
You can do your reading inside, is all I'm trying to say.
I don't want to.
Well, I can't practice my bassoon inside. I've already told you the people who live here don't appreciate the bassoon.
Learn a different instrument.
Olive gasps and holds her bassoon tightly to her chest.
How dare you!
Listen, I can't do my work inside
And
either.
why not?
Because I'm avoiding my roommate and, people in general. And by people, I mean humans.
What's wrong with humans?
Nothing. I'm just trying to avoid them is all. I was able to do them on the roof, but now you're here.
Sound of thunder in the distance.
Is there any particular reason you can't bear to be around us humans?
You wouldn't understand.
Fine by me, I don't want to.
I'm having an identity crisis.
What?
I was raised as a mermaid, but now I'm away from home living on land surrounded by humans. So what does that make me? Am I a mermaid or a human? What is the difference between a mermaid and a human?
Shoes?
Pacifica, with a vengeance, picks up one of Olive's sandals and plops it on her fin.
Look, I don't care about your identity philosophy crisis thing that you're experiencing. I just want to play my bassoon!
And I just want to stay away from annoying, insensitive humans and read in peace. And everything was fine until you showed up and tried to kick me off the roof.
I don't care if you're on the roof or not. I just want to practice my bassoon.
How am I supposed to do my reading with you playing that stupid instrument?
It was you.
What?
You were the one who complained about my bassoon playing.
No, I wasn't.
Yes,
Sound
you
of thus
were.
closer this time.
Well, maybe I did a few times.
A confession?
But only because we were playing at midnight.
It was Friday night.
And you were playing again at 7 on a Sunday morning. Who gets up at 7 on a Sunday?
I'm a morning person.
You weren't on Friday.
Oh, go do everyone a favor. Go jump back in the ocean.
You do everyone a favor and shove your head up your bassoon. I'm sure we'd all appreciate the bassoon then.
Olive brings her bassoon to her mouth.
Don't you dare.
Olive is about to play. More thunder. It's right above them now.
What was that?
I told you it might rain.
My bassoon!
Pacifica opens her umbrella.
Quick, under the umbrella.
Olive jumps under Pacifica's umbrella. The rain pours down.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I thought you hated the bassoon.
I do, but I'm not heartless.
Oh no, your book!
In all the confusion, Pacifica's book fell into the rain. Olive hands it back to her.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's alright.
Really?
No, I'm actually very sad right now. I was just trying to pretend that I wasn't, but I suck at lying, so
Maybe there's someone in your class you can borrow the book from.
maybe. Pretty sure Descartes was giving me an anxiety attack, so this is probably for the best.
What did Descartes do to you?
Made me question everything about myself, so that now I have no idea who or what I am.
Wow. I had no idea philosophy professors were so extreme.
Descartes is the man who wrote the book I'm reading, or was reading. Not my teacher, because, Descartes has been dead for a couple hundred years.
Right.
so
I knew that.
I'm sure you did.
It keeps raining.
I'm sorry I told you to go jump back in the ocean.
I'm sorry I told you to shove your head up your bassoon.
But at least that visual had entertainment value.
Yeah, I guess it was a little funny. Olive, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Where are you from?
Where do you think?
But that's still 2/3 of our planet, which doesn't help me narrow it down by much.
Oh, I'm from the North Pacific, right in between the California coast and the North Equatorial Current.
Wow, you're a long way from home. That's very brave of you. I grew up in London, and to be honest, I was too afraid to move anywhere else for school.
What year are you?
First year.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sorry about your identity crisis.
Yeah, it's weird. Back home, I always felt like a primate in water, but now that I'm here,
You're a fish out of water?
it's a lose-lose. I know it would help if I just stopped thinking about my identity and my place in the world all the time, but I'm a philosophy student, so I'm basically doomed.
Did it stop raining?
Yeah, I think the storm's done.
Great.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll see you around then.
I didn't get your name before.
Pacifica. After the Pacific Ocean, my parents are very creative.
It was great spending time with you, Pacifica.
It was.
We bassoonists are not the most popular individuals, so it's nice to have a friend.
Yeah, that is nice.
Well, I'm off to find a spot to practice. I will see you around.
Olive, wait.
Yes?
You can practice here if you want.
Really?
It's not like I'm gonna get any reading done now.
Thank you. You genuinely want to hear me play my bassoon?
Not really, but I'll listen anyway.
Oh, I'll play my best for you.
Lights fade on Olive playing a song for Pacifica. Scene 4, ensemble exits.
Well,
It's cute.
cute. That's it. I thought the end was really heartfelt.
It did not have the same edge as your first one, not even close.
Oh, you mean my adaptation?
And Anise hangs her thread across the first one so it looks like a giant X.
I never said it wasn't a good adaptation. I just don't care for adaptation as a genre.
My mom once told me that all the stories we tell are just adaptations of other stories, or our lives, our dreams, everything.
That was very wise of her.
She's a smart lady.
You still have to tell me an original story tomorrow.
No, come on.
And next time, I want more of an edge.
Can I ask you something?
You can ask. I probably won't answer you, but you can ask.
If you need to make this web so badly, why don't you make up your own stories?
I'm a collector. And a historian. I don't tell the stories, I preserve them.
Now, I bet you could tell some pretty cool stories if you wanted to.
I could, but I don't want to.
Why not?
Good night, Barb.
Jeez, somebody woke up on the wrong side of the cave.
Barb curls up in a corner of the cave, and Anise keeps working. And Anise turns around to look at Barb, and Anise goes back to working. Scene 5, the next night.
Dragon Rider Visits Vermont, a story by Barb, now with extra edge.
Oh, get on with it.
Once upon a time on the Appalachian Trail.
And Anise starts to weave. Ensemble enters. All right, so we've got Alex and Chris. How about Alex reads for Alex?
All right.
And I will be Chris.
Awesome.
Lights up on the Appalachian Trail in Vermont, spring. And actually, can I ask, Joseph, do you want to read stage directions for this one?
Sure. Lights up on the Appalachian Trail in Vermont, spring. Alex and Chris enter the stage.
11 salamanders, 12 salamanders,
Chris.
13 salamanders,
Chris.
14 salamanders,
Chrissy.
15 salamanders. Oh, look, that one's a baby.
Chrissy.
There are so many salamanders on this part of the trail. It's like the trail is paved with salamanders.
Chrissy, I think we passed it.
What? No, we couldn't have.
We've been hiking all morning. Maybe we just walked by it without even noticing.
No, there'd be a sign right on the trail.
Okay, are you sure the sign is still there?
Yeah, it's like a big sign. It's one of those big trail signs.
Okay, but maybe someone took it down.
Who would take down a big trail sign?
I don't know. Bear, maybe?
A bear.
Yeah, Bear stole the sign.
Why would a...
Shh, don't swear.
Why?
You know who might hear you.
Can she hear us?
I don't know.
Why would a Frenchie bear steal a trail sign?
Because it was angry? Because it wanted to pull a prank on some innocent hikers? I don't know.
Babe, we're going to find Patch Hollow, okay? We just have to go a little farther.
I'm so tired.
Baby.
I am not.
Yes, you are. But it's okay because you're my baby.
You're lucky you're cute.
I know.
I have a proposal for you, Chrissy.
Ooh, another proposal.
What if
Yeah?
I changed out of my human form?
Less
Yeah.
happy about the idea.
And I burned the whole forest down.
Alexandria, are you flipping the nuts?
What? It'd be so easy to find Patch Hollow with all these trees in the way.
How many times do I have to tell you that you can't use fire to solve all your problems?
Why not?
If you set the forest on fire, you'll burn down Patch Hollow too.
Oh,
And also like people. And salamanders.
yeah, you're right.
I know I am, that's why you married me.
Do you at least have the coordinates for this place?
No, I tried looking them up online, but I couldn't find anything.
Did you try magic?
No.
Why not?
Alexandra.
What?
I made a promise, and so did you. No magic this week. That's not what this trip is about. This trip is about doing that normal human Vermont thing, and that normal people do when they visit Vermont.
What is that exactly?
We're going to eat maple syrup flavored ice cream and take selfies with covered bridges and find ghost towns in the mountains using only our natural intuition and the directions that park ranger gave us. And the internet!
Chrissy, the internet has failed us, and that person you got from directions from was not a park ranger. He was just some sweaty guy with an I Love Vermont t-shirt.
The t-shirt was very official looking.
It really wasn't.
Al, you know why we have to do this.
No, you're right.
I always am.
That's why I married you.
Yeah.
It's a little annoying.
Hey,
I'm only kidding. Sort of.
Al, what's up?
Nothing.
You're being such a cranky pants.
I told you I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm sick of walking around on 2 legs.
Well, yeah, me too, except for the 2-leg part. But I'm not the one acting like a big jerk. Spill it. What's up?
I don't think we're ready.
Are you kidding? After all the adventures we've had together, you don't think we can handle one little hike?
And I think
And pause. We're gonna
pause to change the battery on my camera.
Woo!
Yeah, we are frozen.
Yep. And
No.
And here's a good time for a potty break. Get a drink, get a snack.
Can they hear us still?
Yes, they can
Okay,
still
great.
hear us.
You can still hear us, so we're taking a brief pause. We're doing a little intermission. Switch out the camera.
Battery.
All right.
I hope that's all right. Yeah. Switch out the doobly-doo. Oh, that's the wrong way. One moment, please. Oh, my sweet mother of God, will you please work?
So Charlotte says it could have been a tank that blew the house down. Julia says you make a good spider villain. And Jessica says, I object. I think you can use fire to solve most problems.
Thank you for your comments. Bless.
All right. So now, if we can,
We're getting it.
please.
Are we getting it back? We're coming back soon, folks. Hang in there.
All right. And there we go.
All right, and we are back. Hello.
We're back.
Thank you for
Hope you
sticking
missed
with
us.
Yeah, for a brief intermission.
All right.
All right, so let's go back from top of the page. I'm only kidding, sort of.
Only kidding, sort of. And
That's my script.
that's
That's your script.
being such a cranky pants.
I know, you're just leaving your script everywhere.
Alex is a diva. What can I say?
All right.
My family's going, amen. All right. I don't think we're ready.
Are you kidding? After all the adventures we've had together, you don't think we can handle one little hike?
I'm not talking about the hike.
Well, we've been doing great so far. Neither of us has used magic all morning.
Chrissy, that's 3 hours. I don't think that's much of an accomplishment.
I do. This is a quest. We go on quests all the time. And if we can just find this one dinky little overgrown ghost town, then we'll be okay. I know we will.
Do you miss flying?
Yes, of course.
I'd carry you on my back. No saddle. We could go wherever we wanted, whenever we wanted.
Magic's dangerous, babe.
Not for us.
Not for the two of us.
Oh, you're right again.
That's why you married me. Alexandra?
I'm not ready, Chris. Maybe you are, and you'll be fantastic, but I don't know if I can ever be. I'm scared, Chrissy.
I am too, but I have faith in us. Come on, let's get going. Patch Hollow is close. I can feel it.
Chrissy!
You asked me, remember?
I know.
Chrissy, baby, you and I have been dragon and rider for a couple 100 years now.
Chris, stop.
And I've been thinking lately,
Chrissy.
isn't it time you and I made it official?
Chris!
Why not?
Everything's different now.
What are you talking about? Oh. Wow, Alex, way to get cold feet on our fudging honeymoon. Don't you think it's a little late for that?
No.
Shouldn't you have thought about that before you asked me?
When I asked you to marry me, there was only one of you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
She's yours too, you know.
I know.
That's how that spell works.
Look, this whole hike is stupid. Let's go find a covered bridge or something.
Alex turns back down the trail. Chris uses her magic to knock Alex down. Pause. Alex gets back up.
Knock it off, Chris.
Chris knocks her down again.
What do you want? You want me to fight you?
Yes!
You're pregnant, you idiot!
I don't care!
Chris, stop it.
No!
Chris pushes Alex off stage. Sounds of a fight, maybe burst of fire or two, maybe a roar. Chris and Alex both collapse on stage, out of breath, dirty, with a couple of bruises. Pause.
Al, did I hurt you?
No, I'm okay. I didn't hurt you two, did I?
We're fine. I'm so sorry.
No, it's my fault. I pushed you. I'm a horrible wife.
I'm a horrible mother.
No, you're not. You love her so much.
And you love her too, right?
Alex nods.
You love me?
Of course I love you.
Well, we have that much.
Chris, I don't think we can stop being us. We're a dragon and her rider. We're not normal people.
I know, but who we are, the things we do, that's not a safe world for a baby. How are we gonna protect her?
The same way we protect each other.
Okay.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
would you be completely heartbroken if we skipped this patch hollow thing?
I literally don't give a flying flute anymore.
Oh, hey, you're getting better at that, not swearing like a sailor every 2 seconds.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If anyone asks, we can just, lie and say we found Patch Hollow.
Well, that's a great plan.
Alex and Chris both stand up. They hug. They keep hugging.
We're breaking the rule about not hugging during social distance. I love you so much, Alexandra.
I know. That's why I married you.
They walk off hand in hand.
Hey, another salamander. How many is that now?
I lost count.
The end. Scene 6. Anise is hanging her thread vertically across her web.
Pretty edgy, huh?
More than the one with the mermaid.
Oh, come on.
It's a fine story. Sweet. Very cute. All of your stories are very sweet.
What
and
if I
cute.
told you a ghost story?
You? A ghost story? I'd like to see you try.
I will, you'll see.
Has your mother ever given you advice on how to scare people?
As a matter of fact, she has.
Really?
Really?
I think I'd like to know about this mother of yours.
You would?
Yes.
Changing the subject.
How do you do that?
What?
With the web, how do you weave stories like that?
It's a process that would be far too complicated for you to understand.
I'm a fast learner.
Go to sleep.
Fine.
Barb falls asleep in her corner.
Are you sleeping? Barb?
Pause. Anise tucks Barb in.
Good night.
Scene 7. The next night, Anise is weaving.
So, this is a story of a girl who meets a magical creature in a swamp. It's called The Girl in the Swamp.
How original.
Once upon a time, a little girl was going to walk through the woods when she heard a voice singing in the distance.
Ensemble enters!
And Girl in the Swamp. All right. So, Joseph, can we have you read for the fairy?
Yes.
And can you read for Girl?
Yes.
Beautiful. Scene 1, lights up. Night, a swamp in the woods. Eerie, very green. Fairy is singing off stage.
1,000 years have come and gone. 1,000 more will come and go. This song will linger on and on, long after you are dead and gone. Long after you are dead and gone.
Girl enters.
Hello? I heard you singing. I like your song. Are you still there? Please don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid. Are you?
Who are you?
Guess.
I don't know.
Fairy smiles.
Am I dreaming?
Perhaps.
Where can I find you when I wake up?
I'll be here.
But where is here?
Sweet dreams.
Lights out.
Scene 2.
Lights up. A kitchen. Girl enters.
Grandma? Grandma, are you here? Grandma, I just had the most wonderful dream. Do you want to hear about it? I want to tell you. Grandma?
Grandma enters. The audience doesn't see her.
Grandma, I went to a magical place and I met this strange girl. She has golden reeds in her hair and her skin was as green as algae, but I wasn't scared at all. She was so beautiful, like someone out of a fairy tale. There's something wonderful about her, but I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm not quite sure what she is. She told me I had to guess. Do you have any idea? Grandma, are you listening? I think this place was a swamp, but not like any swamp I've ever seen. I mean, it was so lovely and magical. I wish I could live there.
Lights out. Lights up. The swamp again.
The fairy singing off stage.
Girl enters.
I found you.
Fairy appears.
Did you figure it out?
Yes,
Who am I then?
a fairy.
Very good.
And you can grant wishes, can't you?
I can grant you a wish.
Any wish I want?
No, only one.
What wish is it?
I can't tell you.
Can you give me a hint?
No, you have to guess.
I give up.
Fairy starts to leave.
Please don't go.
Sweet dreams.
Lights out. Scene 4. Lights up. Kitchen again. Girl enters. Grandma is on stage, unseen by audience.
Grandma, I went back to the swamp last night. She is a fairy. I thought of it right before I went to sleep, and I was right. Aren't I clever? Grandma, do you think I'm clever? It's all right if you don't. You can be honest. Grandma, are you listening to me? She says she can give me a wish, but not just any wish, only one wish. I have no idea what it could be, and she won't even give me a hint. She's so secretive, Grandma. Are you listening to me? Would you be sad if I left one day and never came back? I think I'll go back tonight. Maybe I can figure out what my wish is before I go to bed, just like last night. At least I hope I can. But if you have any ideas for what a swamp fairy's one wish would be, you'll let me know, won't you?
Lights out. Scene 5. Lights up. Swamp. The fairy is on stage. She doesn't sing. Girl enters.
Hello again.
Back so soon? Have you already figured out your wish?
No.
Why did you come?
Why did you come to me?
You came here.
I followed your voice. You sang for me, didn't you? Why would you do that?
So I could grant you your wish.
Why me?
Why not?
You can't tell me what the wish is?
Those are the rules. Are you afraid of me?
No, but a part of me thinks I should be. Should I be?
Come back when you know what your wish is.
You didn't answer my question.
Sweet dreams.
Lights out. Scene 6. Lights up. Kitchen again. Grandma is in the kitchen, unseen by the audience. Girl enters.
Grandma, there's something wrong with that fairy. The one I've been telling you about. The one I met in the swamp. I don't know what it is. I think she wants something from me, but she can't tell me. Grandma, are you listening to me? Grandma, you're not listening to me. I could be in danger. Do you care? Would you care if I was gone? One day I'll go away forever, and then you'll have no one to listen to, and then you'll be sorry. You'll be so sorry. Please listen. The fairy wants something from me. Do you understand? You're not listening. Why can't you hear me? Why can't anyone ever hear me?
Girl runs around and makes a mess of the kitchen. She screams. She knocks things over.
Grandma, are you listening to me? Grandma, can you see me?
1,000 years have come and gone, and 1,000 more will come. This song will linger on and on. You're back again.
I want my wish now, please.
Do you know what the wish is?
Yes.
Be careful what you ask for.
I know what I'm doing. Don't think I don't.
Of course. I wouldn't dream of it.
I'm ready.
I can't give you your wish until you say what it is.
I understand.
Say it then, if you can.
I can.
Well then.
I wish I were a fairy. I want to take your place.
By some sort of stage magic, the girl and the fairy trade places. Fairy is now a human child, the girl a fairy.
Your wish has been granted.
I feel wonderful.
There's a catch, you know.
Oh, I feel so wonderful.
You can't leave this swamp.
I never want to.
You can never go home to your family again, and you can never have a human body. Unless a child comes to take your place.
All right then.
You're not sad yet?
Why should I be sad?
I'm sure you think that now.
I feel strong and beautiful and happy.
And I feel...
1,000 years have come and gone. 1,000 more will come and go.
I feel...
The song will linger on and on.
There's something wrong with this body.
Long after you are dead and gone.
What's wrong with this body? Why do I feel so cold?
Long after you are dead and gone.
I changed my mind. You can have your body back. You can go home to your family. I set you free. I wish...
Sweet dreams.
Lights down. The end.
Scene 8.
Well,
Anise shudders.
I think I preferred the cute stories you told before.
I scared you. I did it.
Don't
No!
act so full of yourself. But yes, you told a very creepy ghost story.
Yes.
Seems your mother gave you good advice.
What? Oh, yeah, of course. She always gives great advice.
I also couldn't help noticing that the story you told is about a young girl who beats a far more powerful magical creature she finds in the woods. Is there a hidden message in there for me?
Maybe.
Good luck with that one.
Maybe I should be the one wishing you luck with that one.
Good night, Barb.
Anise hangs her thread horizontally across her web.
Hey, Anise.
Yes?
You know how you always try to act super mean to me?
Yes?
Well, you're really bad at that. Being mean, I mean.
Just remember, you have to tell me 3 more stories or I'll eat you.
Sweet dreams.
Shut up.
Scene 9. The next night, Barb is holding Anise's thread.
So I've been thinking, since you wanted me to go back to the cute
You're
stuff.
not holding the thread correctly.
I'm not?
Do this.
Anise takes the thread from Barb to demonstrate.
Like this?
Anise takes Barb's hands and pulls them through the motions.
Oh,
Go on.
right, repeat stuff. This story is called My Monster and Me. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Leela who lived in a house with her mom,
Lila. There we go. All right, so
Monster and me.
here's what I'm thinking. Lila, Mom, I'm just typecasting you as all the little girls. I hate it. Mom, monster. I'll be the other one.
Cool.
Oh, I'll also read stage directions.
Cool.
Lila's room, night.
Mom, mother, 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 mom, 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 mom.
What?
Forgot to get the monster. Not the one under the bed, the one in the closet.
Mom gives Lila another look. Mom leaves, then re-enters carrying a plate of crackers.
Here.
Thank you.
Please just go to sleep now.
I'll try my best.
Really, Leela, you're too old for this. You're going into the 5th grade soon.
I know.
It's a new house and all, but really, there's nothing scary here.
I understand, but I need the crackers for the monster who lives in my closet. He gets hungry.
Go to sleep.
Mom stumbles out of the room. She's very tired.
Good night, Mom.
Mom leaves without saying goodnight. Pause. Lila goes to closet door. She knocks.
Here.
Monster opens the door a crack, then takes one of the crackers.
Christ, these are gross. What kind of brand is your mom buying?
You know, maybe you would not be reduced to mooching off little girls if you just left the closet every once in a while.
Maybe little girls should bring me crackers I like so I won't eat them instead. Did I scare you at all?
Not really.
I'm a giant creepy monster in your closet and you're not scared. Jeez, I'm losing my edge.
To be frank, I've been enjoying the company.
Really?
In case you haven't noticed, I'm not what you would call a social butterfly, and you're a much better conversationalist than the one under the bed.
Maybe you could actually make friends if you didn't throw around words like conversationalist. Just saying, you're 10. It's a little weird.
Do you want these crackers or not?
Yes, please.
Monster takes plate.
Why aren't these on the red plate?
Really now?
But I like the red plate.
If you want the red plate, then get your rumpus out of my closet and go get it yourself.
Fine. I'll eat off the stupid blue plate.
Why don't you ever leave the closet?
Why don't you have any real friends?
My peers don't appreciate my intellectualism.
Intellectualism. See, it's words like that that make kids want to punch you.
Why don't you ever leave the closet?
Would you want me to leave the closet?
Why wouldn't I?
What if I never came back? Then whom would you talk to? How was the weather today?
Nice and sunny.
Gross.
You're a very strange individual. Monster?
Yes.
Sorry if I was mean before. It's too personal. You don't have to discuss it with me.
I've never been
Where?
outside of the closet.
Really?
No, I was born right here.
And you never left. Aren't you curious? The world is much bigger from this perspective.
Yeah, it's big and different and scary, and I don't know anything about outside stuff.
You know me. I'm here.
What if I didn't come back?
Then I'd be sad.
You could always try that dude under the bed again. I bet he's a real chatterbox once he gets to know you.
No, I don't think so. The bed monster seems quite solitary.
What about your mom?
Well, we used to talk, but things are different now.
Oh,
Eh,
it don't matter anyway. If I come out, I'll bet I'll get so scared I'll run back in.
you'd have to try it first, though.
Okay. I'm just gonna try it.
All right.
And if I don't like it, I'm going back.
Of course.
Okay. Here I go.
Monster opens closet door. They step outside. They look around the room.
Wow.
Monster looks at Lila.
Wow, you don't look like your hand at all. I mean, your hand is only part of you I've seen before now. But man, the rest of you that isn't a hand doesn't look like a hand.
Yeah, I believe that's normal for most humans.
I don't look like a hand, do I?
No.
Good.
Monster looks out window.
Wow. This is awesome.
Are you scared anymore?
No, everything's so cool and new and awesome. I want to see everything, like the whole world and junk. Oh, don't be sad. You could come with me. We could go together.
I'd love to, but I think that would make my mother sad.
But if you stay, you'll be the sad one.
It's to live in my closet when you feel you need to rest from your explorations.
I don't think so. I don't think I ever want to get stuck inside that closet again.
Oh.
But I can still visit you.
Nah, it wouldn't be the same though. I guess this is goodbye.
Lila hugs Monster, breaking the social distancing once again.
Now go before you change your mind.
Thank you, Lila. Lila, you're a great friend. Those kids at school are real ding-dongs for not seeing it.
I know.
Monster leaves room. Mom screams.
Lila!
Mom runs into Lila's room with a baseball bat.
A monster broke into the house. Are you okay? Did it hurt you?
Mother, calm down. Everything's fine. That was only the monster that used to live in my closet.
The monster. What?
Do you need some water? You look dehydrated.
No, I'm fine. I think I'm having a very, very strange dream. Is all.
Perhaps you could sit down.
Right. Good idea. Lila,
Yes?
are you sure you're all right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just wanted to check.
It's fine, Mom. Don't fret.
I can't help it. I'm a mom. It's all part of the job. Lila, I've been busy with my new work and with us moving, but I'm still here for you if you need me or if you wanted to talk to someone. You know that, right?
Lila hugs Mom.
I love you, Mom.
Social distancing!
Oh, Lila, I love you too, baby.
Mom, we're friends, right?
Of course. You and I are best friends.
Good. I'm glad.
Now, I think it's time for both of us to get back to bed or wake up, whatever. I don't know which one it is anymore.
Sounds good, Mom.
Just at this moment, the one from under the bed comes out.
Did I miss anything?
Oh my God!
Boy, they.
Scene 10. Ensemble exits. Anise and Barb tie Barb's thread in a circle around the other threads.
Well done.
You really like it?
I do.
Yes.
And now you'll have something to teach your mother when you return home. I'm sure she'll enjoy that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she will.
Barb, is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's great.
You'll be returning home in a few days. I thought you'd be happy about that.
I am. I'm so happy. Are you happy?
To have the cave all to myself again, of course.
Great. I'm happy you're happy.
I'm also happy that you're happy.
Awesome.
Yes. Awesome.
That's just great.
Barb?
Yeah?
I hope that after you leave, you'll continue telling stories. You have a talent for it.
Thank you, Anise. Hey, Anise,
Yes.
do you ever need help? I mean, if you want to learn how to tell stories, I can teach you what I know.
Anise kisses Barb on the forehead.
My talent is collecting, not telling. Thank you.
Scene 11.
Anise? 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 Anise, where are you? Anise!
I'm sitting right behind you, Barb.
There you are. Are you ready? Because I'm super ready.
Are you?
The story is going to knock your socks off, or it would if you wore socks. Do spiders wear socks? Anyway, I've been working on this story all day, and not to brag or anything, but it's actually the best story I've ever come up with. It's like if you were to take all the stories I've told you so far and mash them together, this one would still be the best. I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to accidentally spoil anything, but Anise, you're going to love it.
Intriguing, but tonight I thought perhaps we could try something different.
Different how?
I have a request for this evening.
A request?
Do you think you can handle it?
Well, that doesn't give me a lot of time to think of something, but I'm game. An improvised story? Let's do it. Why not? I'll tell you my other story tomorrow night. That way I can make it even better. Save the best for last, right? So, what story did you want to hear?
I want to hear the story of your mother.
What?
I want to know more about this mother of yours.
Why? I already talk about her all the time, several times a day, every day. Aren't you sick of hearing about her?
You do, but I still feel like I don't know anything about her. For all I know, she's just another character in one of your stories.
not a very interesting story. There's no magic in
Oh,
it.
there
or
are
anything.
plenty of wonderful stories without magic.
Wouldn't you rather hear this awesome story about these two aliens that get stuck on Earth, and this boy and this girl and this monkey have to help them? Plus, there's like half a shark, half lion that tries to eat them, and the only way to fight it is to find a magical lion shark taming sword. But like, they can only use the sword once, so there's no way for them to stop the monster and for the aliens to get back to their own planet. So then they have to decide whether to save their new friend or go back, because the sword grants wishes too. It's like a sword. It's like a wish-granting lion shark taming sword. It sounds really weird and random when I talk about it like this, but in the story it makes way more sense, and it's way more fun than any boring story about my mom.
Interesting. But didn't you just say you wanted to save that story for tomorrow?
I did, but did I mention that in the other story, the one I was talking about just now, there's like aliens have these things in their heads, like what are your little pincher things called, like mandibles? They have those, and I figured you would like that because then you'd have something in common.
Okay, wait. Tell me a story about your mother.
I still have one more night after this one, just give me time, and I'll come up with a really, really good story about my mom. But not tonight. Trust me. Just give me a little more time. I can't. I just can't tell you a story right now. Okay?
I don't understand. You just told me you wanted to improvise a story. What made you change your mind?
Because I just did. Okay?
Barb?
Please don't make me.
Why not?
Because I don't have one. Okay? I made her up.
Barb, I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
Do you want to know the real story? Fine. Here it is. Once upon a time, there was a girl with no friends and no family, and she lived in a house with her foster parents who didn't care about her. She made up stories about her mom because she didn't have one, but she wished she did. And then one day some kids from school called her a liar. They said the stories she told about her mother were all fake, and that's why no one liked her. She was so upset that she didn't even go to her foster parents' house. She ran into the woods and got lost and was never seen again, and nobody cared. While she was lost, she fell into a hole. She was trapped in the nest of a big scary spider lady, and then the spider forced her to tell stories every night, and if she didn't, the spider threatened to eat her up. The girl was scared, but the longer she stayed with the spider, the closer the two of them got. The spider tucked the girl in at night, and when she thought the girl was asleep, she taught her how to weave stories into webs so they would last forever. She gave the girl lots of advice so that she could become a better storyteller. Even though the spider was still scary and mean sometimes, the girl was grateful because for the first time in her life, she felt like she belonged somewhere. One day the girl thought that maybe a spider even loved her or something, but the girl was wrong. The spider ate her. The end. Happy now?
Barb, wait.
Barb pushes Anise away. She curls up in her corner and cries. Anise makes a move towards her, then turns away. Scene 12. Barb hasn't left her spot in the corner. Anise has added Barb's story from the night before to the web. The web is almost completed. Anise touches Barb's shoulder.
Barb, I don't have a story for you. You should just eat me. Sorry about all the other stories, though.
Anise sits next to Barb. She begins to weep.
I'm not going to eat you. You know that, don't you? Are you ever going to speak to me again? If you won't speak, then will you listen? I have something I need to share with you. I don't have your natural gifts, but I'll try my best. I need you to hear this. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Barb who landed in the web of a very mean spider. The spider's name was Anise, and she was very cruel and heartless, even when she tried very hard not to be. Anise was charged with an ancient duty that existed far before humans came into the world and would exist long after they were gone. She was the keeper of the sacred webs. She and her fellow spiders would comb the earth looking for stories. When a new story had been found, the spiders would bring the story to Anise, and she would weave it into the sacred webs. She was the one who kept the stories safe, so that they would continue to be told throughout time. Stories teach us who we are, and remind us what it means to be alive. They are the greatest kinds of magic we will ever know. Anise knew her task was an important one, and one she must never fail. However, in order to keep the stories alive, new stories had to be added. The webs needed to continue to grow and grow, or they would all die out, and all of the stories would be lost forever. Anise alone guarded and cared for the webs. That was until the day Barb came into her life. Anise did not want to like this girl. She tried her best to despise her. She even threatened to eat her. But as Anise learned more about Barb and what a talented and smart and resourceful young woman she was, she realized she loved her. Anise also realized that perhaps she was wrong in thinking that all humans were selfish bug killers. Perhaps some of them could be trusted. Perhaps some of them were outcasts, just like Anise. Barb was a gifted storyteller who impressed Anise night after night, but Anise never showed Barb how enthralled she was by her stories. She never told Barb how proud she was to see her growth. She never told Barb how proud she was to see it. The truth was that Barb possessed a talent Anise would never have, but Anise wanted more. One night, Anise forced Barb to tell her a story that she didn't want to tell. Barb begged Anise to allow her to tell a different story, but Anise refused to listen. Barb told Anise the story of her life before she came to the sacred web. Anise learned that Barb was all alone. She didn't have a family. She didn't have a mother. Barb was heartbroken that Anise had forced her to reveal her deepest secret, and Anise was ashamed to have broken her friend's trust. She would give all the stories in the world to take back what she did to Barb. Anise didn't have a family either. She never met a mother or father. She only had the other spiders whom she protected, just as she protected the sacred webs. However, she never felt close enough to any of them, not enough to call them her friends. Like Barb, she was alone in the world. So, on the last night, the night before Anise would allow Barb to leave her webs just as she had promised, Anise asked Barb a question. Barb, she spoke, I want to make a new deal with you. At first, Barb refused to answer, but Anise kept asking. Finally, Barb asked Anise, and what deal would that be? Anise was scared, but then she remembered how brave her young friend had been when she first entered the sacred web. She remembered how Barb insisted on learning to weave stories into webs and kept practicing until she got it right. She remembered how Barb had seen the goodness inside of her, even when Anise couldn't see it within herself. This gave Anise courage. I want you to stay here and live with me as my daughter.
What did Barb say?
Whatever she wanted to say.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. And then what happened?
Barb and Anise stayed together, always and always. Anise protected Barb and taught her how to weave stories into webs.
And Barb taught Anise how to tell her own stories.
And the two of them added their stories to the sacred webs, and their stories were told and remembered until time itself ceased to be. But the love they felt for each other lasted far beyond the end of days.
Anise and Barb used the last thread to finish their web.
I love you, Barb. I love you too, Mom.
The end of the play! Yay! And then they all got coronavirus from all the hugging.
Well,
thank you all so much for
Thank you for coming.
watching.
Thank
yeah,
you.
that was a lot of fun. It was great hearing that all out loud. If anybody has any feedback or
Questions?
jokes.
I think
Yes.
we could stay on for like 5 more minutes if anyone has any
Yeah,
questions.
yeah,
They could put it in the
absolutely.
chat or text it to us.
Move into a
Yeah.
Q&A.
Yeah.
Aw, thank you, Camry.
What did Camry say?
She said it was amazing.
Oh,
Oh my god, she and Kate are sending out so many hearts. Jessica
Oh,
said
hearts.
Facebook decided I was talking too much and started to block me, but it was great.
Aw, Facebook, you did it bad.
Aw.
Yeah, and this live stream, I think there's a way where Facebook allows you to just post it as a post afterwards.
Yes.
So
Yes.
this will be posted as-
Nice.
and shared widely. Tell
Widely.
your friends who couldn't make it tonight. They can still see it.
And
Yeah, do we have any other questions, comments, cries of disbelief, jokes?
So far, it's just
Random
people saying they
thing.
liked it.
Aw.
good.
Aw, Kate
Y'all
says
are
she's
so
proud
sweet.
of us.
Aw.
Aw.
We're proud of you, Kate. We wish you were here with
We
us.
miss you, Kate!
Kate is our other roommate who is not here at the moment. She went
The
back
boys
to...
Julia says the boys are crying. I don't know what that means.
The boys are crying. Oh, that's my dad and my brother.
Oh my gosh. Hey, you guys, we did it. We made people cry.
Woo! Yeah. So this for this is a weird side quest for Bennington students. So you graduated the year 2015,
Yes.
and so a couple, or at least one of these, was an object play.
Yes, one of these was originally written at, but actually the whole play was originally at Bennington. This was a final project my senior year.
Oh, really?
Which was, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but it was started with My Monster and Me, which was an object play, part of the Object Play Festival, and then that play went on to be featured at Theater First in Boston, and a couple of, like, a podcast. There was actually another theater, I think it was the Creativity Festival that did this, also in Massachusetts, so, yeah.
Awesome.
That play made its round. So, whatever a lot of times I think of college focuses on, you get the work done, you hand in the final, and that's done with it. But you can keep holding on, you can keep working on those projects, and it doesn't have to be just for school. It can take on a life.
It take on a life.
Yeah,
A life of its own.
a life of its own.
Well,
Gabby Burns says loved it.
Aw, did you really watch all of it? Damn. Aw, Gabby.
Julia says, I noticed the mom jokes.
I noticed the mom jokes. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, I might not have kids yet, but I still know how to write a good mom joke for my place. I'm ready! I just need money! Which is something nobody has right now, and it's fine.
Yeah, so this is one of two festivals that we got on the docket for, right? We got accepted to two festivals.
It was the social distancing festival
Yeah.
and the stay-at-home festival.
We're on the calendar for both of them, but they were both this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
But feel free to check out their websites. There's a lot more amazing art that is being created that you can watch live or watch recordings of. Watch some art. I mean, like, what I would say, what else do you have to do? But, Disney Plus just announced that Onward is on their streaming service now. Because if Netflix didn't exist, then what else would you have to do?
Right.
You need a break from Netflix and from Disney Plus.
Right.
Check out these festivals.
Yes.
Check
They're
out
good
the
people.
festivals. Support artists if you can, please.
Yes.
You can support them financially if you are able to, or you can like their things that they make. You can call your Congress and your senators and all your representatives at state and federal level. Tell them to make sure that 99 workers and people who work in the arts are also getting some help right now, and it's not just everyone.
Your
but
dad
us.
wants to know when the next production is.
Well,
Yeah, if people like this, we can make it a thing.
yeah.
If you want to make it a thing, let us know. We can
Yeah.
do cozy play readings.
Cozy play readings.
Cozy play readings where we sit in our living room with candles and stuffed dogs. I don't know if you've noticed throughout the stream, I've been petting this little dude's face this year.
Oh, your eating dog ended up out of the
Bring him back!
No, bring him back.
Back!
Bring him back. I
We
got
have
him out
so
for
many
this.
dogs. We
There
need
we
to take a moment. Take a moment to talk about dogs. This is my dog, Jessie. She's not. She lives with my parents in Connecticut.
Very, very funny meme, Aaron. I see that.
For Christmas, my mother made 3 pillows printed, one for each of my siblings and myself, with Jessie's face.
Camry and
Best
your
Christmas
dad.
gift ever.
Camry and your dad say, yeah, you guys should make it a thing.
Yeah.
We should just start doing play readings in here. Like, get some of the stuff that's on Open
Dramatist?
License.
Oh,
What
no,
is it
yeah,
called?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. Oh, there's Howl Round. We can definitely reach out to playwrights. I have other plays. We can make this. Yeah, I've got a book. I'm sure you guys maybe have some stuff.
Yeah.
We could try writing stuff.
If you have stuff
Oh,
you want
yeah.
us to perform, send it to us. We'll
Send it to us.
we'll consider it. But
And
until
remember-
then, I
Yes.
think we should wrap this up.
We're wrapping
Yeah.
this up. Wash your goddamn hands.
Wash
And
your hands.
Also use hand moisturizer because your hands are probably really dry right now.
I know. My
Stay
hands
safe.
are so hurting.
Take care of yourselves. Keep watching watching this space. We're gonna publish this on Amazon soon. So if you really like it, you can buy it.
All right.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.
And